Scale guys, Nexas here, and welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video, we're back again with more brand new Duality gear. And what we're looking at today is honestly a big new thing into Destiny 2, and it's gonna be the brand new linear fusion rifle Stormchaser. So this linear fusion rifle, this is the first aggressive framed linear fusion rifle in the game. It's the first of its kind. It's the only one. So already is it super unique, which means we'll probably get some more further down the line and everything. But this thing, it's hella dope. So you'll see aggressive frame, fires 3-round burst. But the thing about this is that honestly, with the right perk setups, it can do more damage than any other legendary or like rocket launcher or linear in the game because of the perk setups and how much damage it can do. It's honestly an absolute masterclass. So I'm going to definitely say that already for PvE, for GMs and all that sort of stuff, people are going to be saying you got to get this. Now the thing about the Stormchaser is that this is only obtainable from the second encounter of the dungeon. So if you want to farm this out, you got to keep on farming that second encounter as much as you can. You have this or the SMG you can obtain from the second encounter. So this linear fusion rifle, definitely farm that out. I will say though, this role wise, it can have some juicy ones. Of course, I don't have the information. Again, API ain't updated yet. But what it can roll with, as I know from other people getting it, is that it can get the Vorpal, it can get the marks or the firing line and everything. It can get some really sweet ones. The role I have though is going to be Fluted Barrel or Chamber Compensator. We got the Accelerated Battery for increased charge time but less damage, which we don't want. Or we have Ionized Battery for the increased mag size. We do want, but look at that reload speed. It's 5. Oh my god, as big as my PP. For the trait, we got Rangefinder, so aiming the weapon increases its effective range, which is obviously going to be super nice. And last but not least, we got the Daddy trait, which is going to be Frenzy. Being in combat for an extended time increases damage handling and reload for this weapon until you are out of combat. So it's just a flat 20% increase when I'm in fights. And last but not least, it's going to have Bitter Spice, so taking damage while this weapon's equipped will give you that extra reload on your next reload and everything. Got a range master record. We're going to stick the boss spec up on it as well. But this Stormchaser, it's a really cool looking weapon and everything. As I said, these weapons, even if they're absolute ass, I'm still going to use them because they look glorious and they take the shaders just so freaking well. It's actually insane. So without further ado, let's go on some PvP with the brand new linear intrinsic Stormchaser. Alrighty, so we're going to be on the Rusted Lands, of course. This is going to be our Stormchaser and stuff. And you can see, it's a beautiful looking piece in the hand. It looks beefy and it looks like it shoots little discus or something like that. I honestly feel like I'm using the, what's it called? A Colossus's machine gun. I know we have, obviously, the other one, the exotic. But this actually feels like we have it. But obviously, without special or heavy ammo, I'm going to be pretty useless for now, so we're just going to kill this guy. What the? Yo, bro, can you get out from behind there? Man, it is so weird to kind of go in. Oh my god, we actually killed him. Alrighty, so we finally got some heavy. I just have to get the second freaking spawn because they all camped it last time. But this is going to be the Stormchaser, so this should actually be really cool, as I said. It's its own sort of intrinsic, so if someone actually peeks me here, we'll get him there, and you can see it can absolutely one-tap some people, and there's the second kill. All right, I need to get the heavy back. Boys, please tell me we're spawning at C. Please tell me we spawn C. Oh my god, okay, there we go. Bro, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, give it to me. There we go. We got one bullet. But you can see, you can absolutely wreck out with this. It is going to be one-shot headshot, and it actually, because of the way it works, you can actually hit a couple of body shots with this as well. So it's going to be one of the first linears where you can spam all body shots. I just wasted that. But you can spam all body shots and actually get the kill, which is honestly just actually pretty ridiculous that you can do that. I'm going for way too many range there. Come on, heal me. Thank you. The unkillable Titans. Am I right or am I freaking right? This guy's just going to keep jiggle peeking my ass. But now the thing I will say about Stormchaser is that if you actually are good enough with your shots, you can actually kill like multiple with one shot. I mean, it's going to be very rare that it works. But if you kind of go in with it and actually hit your headshot and like flick around and stuff like that, you will be able to hit multiple headshots and stuff. It is going to be super duper rare if that happens. So as I said, it's not exactly easy to hit. But if you do hit your shots, you can see triple shot. You don't even need to hit the first shot. You can actually spam it and get the second or third one in, and it will absolutely drop some people. So I'm definitely going to say when it comes to linears and everything in PvP and stuff like that, this honestly might be the one to go in with, but I just don't want to get freaking golden gun right now. Oh my god, get me out. But obviously, the thing about this is that if you do hit your headshot, it will absolutely drop. Now, there is a charge time on it, but again, it's not exactly the largest draw time or charge time and everything. You can't kill them real fast. But this is what I mean by if you hit your shots and stuff like that, you can kind of do well. And no, bro, you just took all of them. I was trying to get... Okay, yo, bro, you're gonna have to die. Oh, man, I wanted to get the guy. Oh, that's so freaking annoying. But yeah, I will definitely say that this sort of, what's called a linear fusion rifle, it honestly does absolute work. It can absolutely drop people so freaking fast. Linear fusion rifles just being really, like, heavy target acquisitioning sort of weapons. You can just get away with such shenanigans in terms of body shots and everything. Like, it can absolutely drop. Oh, bro, leave me alone. Oh, my God, what the... Yo, boys, there's a freaking... He's dead? What the hell is going on? The guy just, like, shit ran straight past my ass. But yeah, this should be a W and everything. We should honestly just destroy these. Give me the heals, boys. Thank you. But we should beat these like that. We are kind of triple capping their ass and everything. And I will say, though, that this Stormchaser, it's honestly just a ton of fun. I think it's one of the best linears in the game. The fact that I can hit body shots in PvP as well, I just not have to be accurate at all and get free kills. It actually is pretty big because, as I said, linear is one of the biggest reasons I would never really go in with them too often in PvP, is because you could get screwed over a lot by the freaking, what's it called, the body shots and everything. But the fact that this one can hit absolute domes or just triple body shots is honestly really, really big. And we'll get the last heavy. On, boys, raise all that. Give me some peaks. Give me some peaks. Yo, bro, come on, peek it. Pikachu, Pikachu, and there's the body shots I was talking about. Like, you hit a double body shot. You do a ton of damage, like 140 and stuff like that. So we'll definitely say it is actually really sweet. It can go in super duper well, as I said. It's definitely would be one of my favorite ones to use with a frenzy roll too. You can see I procced it. But for PvP, it'll definitely be one of my favorite linears to go in with right now. It's just so much fun. Alrighty, so we're gonna do some Dares of Eternity, of course, with our Stormchaser, and this is where it should go in a lot more. Of course, I do have frenzy on this, which I have to get this proc and everything. But generally speaking, in PvE, it should be easy enough to proc, and especially with Radiant being a thing as well. If I can actually go at this guy, no, boys, you're gonna take the kill. But especially with what's called Radiant being a thing as well, you can absolutely drop some things. So you can see even against this Overload Minotaur, you can see the damage is gonna be super sweet. I love the way it sounds as well. Just the dunk, dunk, dunk. It's like legit feels like I'm shooting big discus at this thing. Like, look, listen to this. Oh, it sounds so glorious. I know I wasted ammo, but I wanted to hear that sound again. It is a beautiful piece, guys. As I said, it's from the second encounter. I think you can get it from the third as well, but it's just super nice to kind of go in. Look at that with the frenzy as well. It just drops so freaking fast. Alrighty, so we're gonna be on this second encounter with obviously infinite ammo. This is where we're gonna see it go in a lot, probably more. Obviously, body shots aren't gonna be my favorite thing in the world, but what the? Yo, can we stop kicking that like a freaking football or something like that? We'll see. Obviously in PvE and everything like that with the extra ammo and stuff, it will honestly drop against arc shields too. You can see it's honestly the damage this thing can do with frenzy too is actually kind of insane. The fact that you kind of shoot like that, like spam it across. So if I shoot like this thing here, I can kind of go across a little bit. Now that is an overload, so can I burst it down before I can? Oh my god, I can't. Oh my god, it's glorious to say with Star Horse Spare. That's why I did theirs, because I could get it going consistently. But you can see it is really, really sweet. The fact that, as I said, you can kind of flick between targets too. It is really, really nice. I definitely will say that this is going to be a must get for certain people, because so with frenzy especially, and also the fact that you can kind of get it going with fire climb and stuff too for raid DPS, it's going to be god tier. I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a must get for PvE lords. All right, boys, who is next? Oh, we got the big ass Briggs. And okay, I'll see what that precision damage linears are never usually the hottest things in the world, but once we start opening this chest up, that is where you'll see the damage. As I said, though, freaking, of course I'd get the Briggs, right? Of course I'd get the guys who have no freaking crit. There we go, and there's the damage. You'll see damage is tons better when they have a crit open, but obviously, as I said, this is the only one without substitute. So like even the SMG, there's the title. For this new purpose, there's the messenger, which is pretty much the same. And then obviously for the like grenade launcher stuff, there's the ignition code. But this is the only one, the only linear that is like this, because it is the brand new archetype, of course. So definitely, I will say, out of all the duality or out of all the dungeon weapons and stuff like that, this will definitely be up there as the one you've got to get your hands on, because there is nothing else like it. All right, finally, we have something that has a crit, boys. We got something that's weakened and has a freaking crit. How are you still alive over there? What the? Okay, bro, can you just not, please? I love how it makes them all just like legit just disintegrate from the arc too. It actually is really sweet, but as I said, with the frenzy stuff like that, the damage will be super duper sweet. Like, you can just start to spam the shots in. Bro, can you stop stabbing this guy with a freaking, what's it called, a glaive? There's the damage though. As I said, this is actually a really, really sweet weapon. It's just DPS machine. Honestly, with, oh, okay, he's gone. But honestly, with the fact that you can get fire line and everything on this as well, I can just tell you, if you're raiding or GMing and whatever, it's legit gonna be the must-get sort of weapon. Oh, of course, we get the big-ass freaking dude. Yep, that is always gonna happen. Said no freaking Chris. Can I shoot his arm? Oh, the arm is it's not really crit, actually. Why is it always the big dude? Why is it always a big freaking Brig when I go to use a freaking precision sort of, what's it called, heavy? But you know what? We can kind of go in against these. The one thing I will say, though, is do not try to no-scope with this, because no-scoping, you'll see the bullets just kind of go everywhere. And it's not really reliable. So definitely will say when it comes down to it, do not try to go in with a no-scope, unless you're like hitting a big ass dude like this. But As I said, the damage on this, it will be super sweet for PvE. I'm telling you right now. This is going to be a GM sort of, I wouldn't say must, but it's definitely going to be great if you want to use, like, I don't know, a Vex with the past, or even, like, I don't know, something else in the end. Just like Arbalist, or what's it called, a private freaking exotic. But once you start hitting those crits, you'll see, look, there's the DPS and everything. It's just so dope. So I will definitely say for PvE, 100% this is gonna be god tier. So I'll definitely say, if anything, try to get this for PvE. PvP, it's dope too. For PvE, 100% it's a must get. Well, that is it for me and the Stormchaser linear fusion rifle. As I said, this thing is honestly god tier. It's one of the best. If not, I actually do think it's the best DPS legendary right now in terms of just overall damage and stuff. It's beating out impact casing, grenade or rocket launchers, and also linear fusion rifles in its slot as well. It's also beating them out. So your reads regretting all them sorts of things. With this, with the right roll and everything, it can out DPS all of them as well. So definitely the Stormchaser, this is 100% going to be worth getting. It's beautiful as well, guys. As I've said this for every duality weapon, even if these were absolute ass, I would use them because they just look so hella dope. And as I said, this Stormchaser, brand new aggressive framed linear fusion rifle into the game. As I said, compared to the other ones, all the other duality weapons have something that they can replace them that are currently out. This is the only aggressive framed linear fusion rifle in the game though, so this is going to be a must get for people who love to GM or whatever, because as I said, the DPS on it is that good that you need to get a roll of it with your friends here, with your firing line of warp or whatever. As I said, you can probably get a better thing instead of rangefinder. This is nice sometimes, but realistically, auto loading or any of those sorts of perks and everything will be super nice as well. Or clown cartridge. Definitely get your hands on it as quick as you can because it's honestly god tier. But regardless, if you like the video, just like, and you want to see more content, subscribe. Fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see the next collective in the next one.